Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm Captain Higgimus, Corporal First Class, and I play a Giff fighter.
Hi, I'm David Bigback Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a human fighter and the first officer.
Hi, I'm Daikami-sama and I play Solas Ebha, who is half-elven cleric mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Hi, I'm Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
I'm so annoyed. I just closed my tab where I have my title. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I don't know the title.
Greetings, so
Can
annoyed.
I play the half-elven? Half-elven? Yeah, it's half-elven today. No, he's the elven.
Have you been
mischiefmaker
diluted?
thief. Yeah, apparently.
Is Lafdul on a diet?
I don't know. I
guess
am so annoyed.
I guess a little bit of half-orc
I will
got in
find
there
that
somewhere.
New diet Lafdul. Half the calories, but all the taste.
Diet Lafdul, half elf, half orc.
He is the slightly discombobulated developer of pranks.
I'm so frustrated. You have no idea. This is worse than me losing my ring.
Oh, sweet!
Yeah, this closing a tab.
New things to do to you. Anyway, the party was on the Citadel. You were planning to go up to the or down, up or down, to the lower reaches or the upper reaches of the Citadel itself. But first, you were going to cast some spells to interrogate some spirits, I believe.
Oh, yes,
Yep.
we were.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we wanted to clarify anything with Axis before asking the questions.
You definitely can ask us some things. Axis. Sorry.
Yeah, so like if we're thinking of going downstairs, we could find out what they know before asking questions.
She
What do you
has
think?
told you, but it can... I mean, there's no harm in refreshing your memory if you've forgotten some of the things that they said.
Yeah. So, did we confirm if anything down there is underwater, or if there's reverse gravity?
She does not know, but from when you came in, you did see some weapon platforms that were not in use, obviously. And they appeared to be in line with the gravity plane of where you are right now. So at least the first levels, you would guess, down below, are on the same gravity plane. They're not reverse gravity from the levels you're currently on.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks a lot.
She will also say that the only ones who went down there were the King Priest himself, and he did take sacrifices down there.
That's not good. Okay.
Any other questions that you want to... Oh, you did look down the mine shaft, and I'm fine with you saying, if you want to, that you dropped a stone down. Now, keep in mind, that would make noise down there.
I don't think we did it, though.
But I'm fine with you saying at some point during the time someone tried that to see if there was water down there.
I'll try it.
Well, right, but first, like, it will make
Hang on.
noise.
I have an idea. What if we drop down a rope with a bucket on the end?
Well, it still might make
Very
noise.
slowly. Still might make noise,
Yeah, so
but we could see...
again, so that's the thing that I want to you guys to
What
be
was the purpose of wanting to do that, though?
to see if there's water down there.
Oh, can't we just have Braxon extend his ladder thing down there to touch the bottom and then bring it back up and see if it's wet?
Wait, isn't there spells that do that? I think so. Smells in Horizon that does that, but it might point to the nearest source of water that we might have on our person.
And there is water on the first level of the Citadel.
If we lowered a non-magical rope down there, presumably the weight of the rope would change if it went past the gravity plane, and presumably it will get wet if it hit water.
Okay, it might not make it as much noise as dropping a stone down as well.
Yep. Either one of those, Braxton's little ladder thing or the rope would sound fine with me.
Well, I'm thinking there might be someone down there to grab something and pull it.
Okay. Well, in that case,
And we
a rope.
We can let go of a non-magical rope and not worry about it.
Well, also a rope would get wet if it touched water down there. So.
Yeah.
And the rod, extending the rod, that would still make noise. It is metal.
Okay. The rope sounds fine to me.
Okay. How long of a rope do you want to use to do this?
Well, we have a 50-foot rope.
How about we tie 2 50-foot ropes together and get 100 feet?
Yeah, I guess we can try that.
Sounds good.
Okay. And you're slowly lowering it down rather than just letting it pull
Yeah,
itself down
yes,
on...
correct.
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll sort of drop it a little bit to see if we can feel it hitting anything.
Okay.
Then lower it down from there.
Yeah. So we won't just lower it down quickly. Well, we probably will for one floor. And then slow it down. Because there might be things like...
If 100 feet doesn't
spiderwebs.
reach, then once we hit the 100-foot mark, we'll lower down Braxton's ladder from his staff of many buttons.
Well, Braxton's unsure about dropping anything down there that he likes.
Okay, so you lower your rope down. Give me just a second. Double check something.
Before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
we've got a couple of people with stones with light on them. Do we want to tie something that's lit up on the rope?
I guess it would be a good idea to tie it to the very end of the rope, and so we can see as it goes down.
But again, if there are things down there, that would be pretty
Exactly.
obvious.
Okay, we'll do it without light.
I mean, again, you can do that. You should be
When's
sure
this
of
happening?
the risks before you do something like that. That's the same thing with chucking a stone
Because
down.
I could just be lowered down with my granted power of invisibility if someone just lowers me down on the rope, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's taken into consideration that they can, whatever's down there, can probably see invisible. Who knows? I mean,
Well,
I'm fine with
like-
doing it.
Like I said, Braxton didn't want to lower anything valuable. Sorry.
You know, I actually found my title.
Oh no, it's too late now. You got to save it for next
Yeah,
time.
I know. It was so appropriate response to Braxon.
All right, let's see.
I'll type it in Discord for those that want to know.
Okay,
Might
so
as well say it.
did you want to do that? Because again, it's the risk. If you're willing to take that risk, that's fine. You should just be aware of the risks that you're taking.
The hasty action plan will be if Lafdul gets in trouble and shouts, we're all going to have to go down the rope and help him.
Lafdul wasn't going to shout if he gets into trouble. He's going to keep quiet unless it starts eating me. Then he'll be like, "Oh,
Right,
I'm
so
not
we
into
need,
this."
If it
We need
hits you head first, then you can't shout anymore.
No. Lafdul will recount these once wise words that were once said. Stop that.
So we need some signals that Lafdul can give up the rope to let us know that he wants to go down a bit more, like tugs. And Braxon can set up a system with him. and we could lower him down, and he could like tug on the rope if he wants to go down further, or if he wants to come up, or if he wants to stop. How's that sound?
If this was are we doing this during the off time? Because if you were planning about this, I would have just memorized telepathy.
I'm fine with you deciding when you want to do it, but if you...
Oh, it's only got range of 30 yards, forget it.
Well, it's 90 feet. You guys were thinking of doing a 100-foot rope, so...
Yeah.
I mean, until you reach close to the end of the rope, they'd be within range, so...
And some of that rope is going to be used to be tied around Lafdul, and some of it is going to be used to tie on something up there, because we don't want to lose the rope when Lafdul is down there.
Yeah, some of it would be used to tie the two ropes together.
Yeah.
So it'd be nearly 90 foot.
Is it?
Is your eyeball spell visible?
So it's
You mean
invisible.
Wizard Eye?
Yeah, Higgimus calls it the eyeball spell.
Yeah.
Wizard Eye is invisible, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It can be seen. It's not totally invisible, as I understand.
It's invisible, it has a physical form, but if something can see invisible or has true seeing, then it would see it.
Oh, well, there you go.
But that's also the same thing as if Lafdul is invisible, then the same thing applies to him.
Yeah, but if the eyeball gets attacked and destroyed, it doesn't matter so much.
That's true.
Can you drop that eyeball that distance?
I need to know first, is this the next day or several days later?
That's up to you guys.
This is basically
This
during
is-
the downtime of us identifying, casting those Speak with Dead, and preparing to go
Well,
up.
she is still on doing the identifying. Cause that takes,
Or
like,
it can
several
be the day that you decide whether to go up or down.
So I'm asking because I need to know whether Leva actually learned a new set of spells or whether she still works on the old set.
You mean
Because
memorized?
if she were, yes,
We should have new spells because
Yeah, this is new spells.
Be planning on doing would be doing something at this point. You know.
Okay. I just didn't update them in that case. In that case, I do have a Wizard Eye, yes.
I'm having to change mine.
So I guess
Something
for
in the background?
simplicity, yeah, I'm getting some background noise. Ockar, you might want to mute yourself when you're not talking because someone's talking in your background.
Wait, I had my mic muted. The hell?
Mm-mm.
You might
Apparently
have
not.
double clicked it. I've done that.
So it might be easier to essentially make this decision as a case of, you're trying to decide whether you want to go up first or down first. So you ask Leva on the day that you're going to choose one or the other to cast Wizard Eye down to get a feel for what's down there and then decide what to do.
Seems like the mute switch on my headphones is only working half the time.
Then just
How
use
dark
Discord.
is it?
Okay.
So how dark is it going down? Because that influences how quick the Wizard Eye can actually travel.
It's dark, although there appears to be some light on one of the levels. It's hard to say what level it is from up top. And you are... it's only a little bit. It's like kind of not bright light right there, shall we say.
Okay. Just an idea that just came up. Could I cast a continuous light on the Wizard Eye?
I would say no.
Someone else that could see it.
That would blind it, wouldn't it?
Usually
I would-
casting light on eyes.
it would blind it, and it would be incredibly obvious that there. Yeah, I mean, it'd be the same as dropping down a light stone.
Yeah, it was just a sort of. Yeah, okay. The wizard eye drops down.
Okay. What is the infravision on it?
Based on yours, isn't it?
No, it was 10.
It travels at 30 feet per round, and it sees.
10 feet, if I remember it correctly.
Well, it's 10 feet per round if examining ceiling and walls as well. Up to 10 feet, you can see with infravision. But on going down, I won't have it examine the ceiling and the walls. I just have it go down.
Okay, I'm going to bring you over to level 1 for the moment. Make sure that you guys... Let me just move you guys all together for a second. Where's everyone else? There we are. Okay. This may be important. Do you want to go down the left or the right, facing up? Or east-west? Which one do you want? There's 2 shafts.
Oh, there's 2 shafts.
Yeah.
And do both of them... Can we see light down both of them?
Yeah, I mean, they're really close together. The shafts are just right here and right here, so they're close
Do they
together.
look the same?
As far as you can tell, they look the same, but obviously, I mean, there is some distance between them. What you see may be different.
Going down the right one.
Okay.
Oh, I miss Yilden. He would now tell us what the statistic would say about going right or left.
Alright, so this is what I'm going to use for your token. Let me...
There is something else we haven't considered.
So that S is
Hell?
the token thing?
Yeah, it's going to be the token for the wizard eye. I'm just setting up the light.
Lafdul, what did we forget?
No. It can. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it is something I'll bring up. I'll wait until after you've done because it doesn't make sense to mention it now. I just realised.
Okay.
Okay.
Leva, can you move it like 1 tile to the left or right or whatever? Just 1 tile. Can you select it? You can. Good.
Yes, I can. Just a moment. I need to delete the painting I accidentally made.
Okay, that's fine.
But yes, I can move it.
Okay, I'm just putting it on the various levels. I'll pull you over in just a moment. You'll be able to see things in a moment as you go down. So the lizardmen lift up the iron plate that is blocking the shafts at the moment. And you send your wizard eye down.
Do they just stare at her, wondering what she's doing because they're not actually seeing anything?
Yeah, Axis would be there and inform them that she's casting a spell to see what's down there. Is that? Seems off on the radius. I wonder if they changed something. Just give me a second. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Sorry.
It's not giving me the actual 10 feet for some reason. It seems like it's starting from the very center, but I don't think that's done that for other tokens.
I see nothing.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm on a different thing, and I've turned off the light there anyway.
So when you're ready, Ord, is this going to be only Leather sees this and she has to tell us what she sees?
Yes.
Right, got you.
You just want to eat the sandwich.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no sandwich.
No, but you got to stop casting there, not there on Braxton's feed.
And much too much fun. Anyway, I'm looking at the soup right now.
Alright. That's what I'll have to do for some reason. I don't know why it's acting this way, but pretty sure other things are not acting this way, so... Well, viewers on the stream are getting some fun spoiler previews, though.
Hard times for us.
Right.
This is when everyone laughs at us in Discord later because they know what's going to hit us.
No spoilers, indeed. Yeah, definitely don't mention the 20 dragons that are down there, guys.
Oh, that's all.
I thought you were going to make this challenging.
Yeah, but which one has Lafdul's stuff?
Only 20? What about 30? 50? 100?
Okay.
Oh, he clearly means to
okay.
tell us that there's a dragon lance around somewhere. If you forget making us fight that many dragons.
I see it.
Okay. So, you've descended down to one level. You can see that there is some light coming around these corners here.
Yes, I see it, but it's empty. Is that correct?
You do not see anything else so far. If you
Okay.
wanted to explore around, you could do so, but oh, actually, I need to do a level variation. Sorry.
Ah, yes. Totally forgot. This is where I get the wild surge and no wizard eye can be cast.
I tell you what, a wild surge and an anvil falling down the shaft as Leather looks down. And every monster in the entire complex, down or up, knows we're there. That would just be awesome right now.
What the duration is? What, 1 round per level?
Yes, one
Okay.
round per level.
Okay, I'm gonna say that changing levels, going down from like here, so it took 1 minute to get down, just examining the shaft and everything like that,
Oh, okay.
and just looking around once you got down there. So
Okay. In that case, I'd like the wizard eye to go down to the bottom first, and then use the remaining time to explore a bit, if there's a remaining time.
well, so I'm gonna say that it still takes that long to get down there. So I would still recommend that you go down to the next level. I drag you over there. You get a, like kind of a 360 view. Go down to the next one, 360 view, then go down 360 view until you get down to the bottom, and then
Yes,
whatever remaining time you have, you can do some exploration. How's that?
We agree on that.
Okay. All right. So this is the first level. You go down to the next level.
Oh, it's all dark.
You should be able to. Is it completely dark?
No, I see a circle around me.
Okay.
Circle of light around me.
Okay. Yeah, you do not see any other light coming from another direction.
Is there anything there except empty floor?
You can see. Let me just move you one, so you can see that there is some wall structures right ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna deduct any time for doing that.
Okay.
Are you seeing lava?
I'm sorry.
Are you seeing lava?
They don't see what you're
No.
seeing, so you need to describe to them what you're seeing.
Oh, so imagine going down like somebody going down a chimney, and coming to to one of the floors, and you call out the chimney and you look around. That's about what I see. So you see a circle, 3/4 of a circle around
Right, but
the walls and the no ceiling as far as I can tell, but the floor, and in front of me there's some remnants of a wall, if not a full wall. Is that about right?
yeah, that's what
Okay.
they're looking for. The level up, there was some light coming from around the corner, but you didn't
Mhm.
go to explore that. So you want to go down another level?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
There is some more light coming from this around that way.
can we do the same as on the last level, that the eye goes forward one? Sorry, to the yes, exactly. Oh, so the eye has now, again going through the chimney, come down to a new level, and I see that there seems to be a corridor, for a north-south corridor, and it seems to be now in a fairly big room. Well, fairly big room, in a room that is bigger than the light that I can see, but the corridor seems to have some light, some additional light, because otherwise I couldn't see that far.
Does it seem like it's big or small?
I have the feeling that the room down to the south of me, down to the south of the eye, seems to be fairly big. So to the east seems to be a wall with a door in it, and the eye is sort of standing in the crossing. It's sort of like
So
a crossing.
so everything seems like it's worked.
What do you
Still,
mean?
there's as opposed to natural cave or something like that.
What do you think, Alt? But looking at this, I would
This
think
is-
it's actually worked. It's
Yes.
definitely a corridor, and it was made.
Yes, this is definitely stonework.
Hmm.
Your eye has a notification.
Well, it wants to tell me something.
It's just seen something.
I think we go on.
All right, go down
Or
to...
do I see more? Can you amplify a bit, or did I see it all?
You would have to spend a round going somewhere if you wanted to see more than what you've just seen.
No, let's go further down.
Okay.
Definitely door to the east.
We might find there's another floor that we weren't expecting. Something.
Yeah, she did see a door to the east there.
Hmm.
So, do the floors that your eye is seeing look dirty? Is there footprints in them, or can you not pick that up?
She'd have to examine them, and she's
Right.
trying to go down.
Yeah.
I'm sort of.
So real fast, there is still a shaft below, but you can tell that it ends. It looks like that's kind of a space for the elevator shaft to end, and where more machinery would be. This is definitely the bottom floor.
Okay. The eye is now at the bottom floor, and all the eye can see is Oh, it's in a corridor. Yes, it's. I see the other shaft, the second one, the one to the left, to the west, and between those two shafts to the south, I can see a door, a double door, and other than that, I see that I'm definitely in a corridor going from east to west. That's about, what's that, 15 feet wide.
Yeah.
Do I see any more?
Right now, no. You're at the bottom. You can keep your the eye moving now. You've got 30 feet unless you want to examine the floor and ceiling closely and everything like that.
I don't think so. I'm be more interested in actually seeing some living creature.
Okay. Well, then we'll be doing this in rounds. So on the first round down here, you can move it up to 30 feet.
All right, let's go 30 feet to the west.
You should be able to move it.
Oh, sorry.
It cannot manipulate doors, so it would not be able to go through any doors that are closed.
What was that? 5, 10, 15.
You moved
Can't
to
wizard
10.
eye go through small holes?
Yes, but mouse sized. Is that about 30?
That's
Well,
about 20. That's 25.
Oh. So I've gone about 25 feet to the west, and I've arrived at the wall as far as I can tell. And this is the wall of a corridor going north-south. And to the south of me, we said 25, 30, 35. To the south of me, there is a door to the west.
Okay, 30 would be right there.
Okay. So 35 feet, well, no, 5 feet further to the west, there's a door.
This reminds me of those old school text adventure games. You see exit to the north and west.
They're all the
I
same.
remember playing them.
All look the same. So they, if I want to look at other, oh, let me see. How many rounds have I used up to now?
5.
So it will be 1 round to get back to the shaft, 1 round to go back up 1. That would be 6, 7. Ideas. What do you think? Should I continue to have to explore this floor, or should I go up 1 and just have a quick look around there?
Well, we don't plan on going down to the bottom floor so straight away, so
Yeah,
knowing what's upper floor would probably be more useful currently.
yeah.
All right.
I agree with
The-
Lafdul.
I go
We
back
might be able
with the eye.
to. We might be able to take 1 floor and then get the lizard men to secure it, and move down from there.
So what I will say that since you okay, so that's 1 round to get back there. I will say that 1 round you can get to any floor that you've been on previously. So there are 4 floors as far as you can tell.
I'd like. Oh, which one was
Silly
it?
question before you go exploring.
Hmm?
Does the lift shaft go up as well?
No, it does not. You'd be able to
Okay.
see that from where you are.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry.
Let me see. The one just up was the one with the corridor with some light on its own, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so. Yes, that's the one I want to explore a bit.
Okay.
I want to see whether I can actually see the source of that light. So we go 1 up.
Yep. Give me just a second. Okay.
Yes, that's the one. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ha! There's light. There shall be light. There are lamps.
I will say that you'd be able to intuitively realize that this section and this section, these walls, behind them are the spiral staircases.
Okay. So I told the others, I'm now between the two spiral staircases.
Do you want to continue exploring? Leva?
Oh, it helps if I don't mute myself, won't it? God. There I'm babbling away, nobody hears me.
So
I didn't realize I can actually see down to here.
I'm not sure what you're... Are you pinging something?
Yes.
Yeah.
The end of the corridor to the north. Oh, this is a corridor with lots and lots and lots of doors, both sides. I don't intend to go up the stairs, I don't think. Oh, actually, why not? Would that be more than around to go up the stairs instead of go back to the shaft and go up the shaft?
No. It would not be more than... if you only want to go up to the next level, then it would be 1 round.
And I'd like to go up the stairs, because then I arrive at a different place than I arrived with the shaft, so I see a bit more without actually having moved much.
Okay. Left or right?
Left. I'm closer to those stairs.
Okay. There you go.
So I've come up the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a very dark corridor. Sorry, a very dark room.
I'll say that
It's
you were
sort
able to get out here
Okay.
in that time.
I can see a door at the edge of my side to the north, and it seems to be a corridor going to the south. I'm going to the south, so...
Well, the
Can
south... Yes, you can, but the south will definitely lead you to where the shafts are.
Okay. In that case, I go to the northeast, because that's an unknown. That was 1, 2, 3. That's about here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. So I'm standing in a fairly wide corridor, going north-south between the two staircases, and there's absolutely zero light here. I'm only seeing what the eye is seeing, which is 10 feet radius. How many? Let me see. There must be about 2 rounds or so left. Is that correct?
So you can.
It's hard for you to know for sure. I'll let you know when it expires. But
So Levalithana staircases were coming down.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could check for traps on the stairs in that area.
she really can't.
Checking
She'd
for
have
traps
spent
takes
10
quite a
turns.
lot. Yeah.
This is not a human being or an elf going there. This is just a wizard eye.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean...
And anyway, anything it does more than just move around and have a quick look slows it down to 10 feet per round.
All right then. Well, you can look to see if there's open doors in the area or something like that. So we got an idea whether we need to be really quiet when we go down the stairs.
Can she hear through that thing?
I don't believe so.
It doesn't talk about it.
No, she needs to learn the wizard's ear spell, and then send round a floating ear to listen to things.
I
But if she
think
developed a
there is a
wizard-
spell like that.
But
The
if she
wizard's
developed
face.
a spell called Wizard Head, she could also see and hear at the same time.
I mean,
Yeah, but then
but
she'd
you
probably
could...
be visible.
And taste.
You've seen these places now. You could cast Clairaudience on these places if you had that spell. Or
I
had
do,
it
but not
memorized.
memorized.
Okay. But that is something that you can do. You can send a wizard eye someplace and then Clairaudience it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yes. You know what? I'm not going to go further. I'm going to go up the staircase to the right, because there's one more floor below. That's the first floor below where we are, correct?
Let me see. Yes.
So what we know is the second floor below where we are at the moment, there's no light, and it seems to be, at least the close surroundings seem to be fairly empty, what the eye has seen. But I think the most important one is the one just above, between that one, because there seems to be some light and yes. So I've come up the right stairway. Can I move it again here?
No.
Okay. So what I see is that I seem to be at a crossing of two corridors. I do it to the west. I see a double door, and to my to my northwest, I see half of a door.
Also, the lights that you're seeing, they're not torches. They're old. They're very old. You'd guess continual light spells, but they're fading.
Okay. It seems to be very old because there seem to be continual light spells that are fading.
How long does it have to take continuing light spell to fade like that?
Ordinarily a very, very long time, but other things can interact with them.
I don't like how you said that.
Part of it is the material that they're on. Just like constantly passing through dead magic zones could do it. There's a lot of things that could do it. It's without a closer examination and some magical divinations or something like that, Leva wouldn't be able to tell you exactly.
When I move the eye next time, can the eye actually look around as it moves, or is it just point to point where as it stands here, and then again as it stands 30 feet away from here?
I mean, if you want to move it, in 5-foot squares at a time, you can do that, and that'll, whatever you see, then you'll be able to see.
Okay. I moved the eye 10 feet to the northeast, so I'm standing in one part of the double door. I'm looking to the west, and I see again the double door, and the door to the north is to the north, to almost the northwest, is also double door. I see darkness to the north, but more light to the south. Is that correct? That I only see 10 feet to the north, but I see about, what's that?
Yeah,
10,
the
20,
light,
25.
the light coming from the light source is extending your vision farther to the south.
Okay. So I think I'm going to move the eye to the south. What's that? 5, 10, 15.
You're already moved about 10 feet.
Oh.
So I think you'd get right about there.
Okay. I'm out of the influence of the continual light spell, but it looks a little bit like there's an open passage to the east.
No, you want.
It's not a corridor as it looks like, because I see that there's a darkness coming up, so that could be part of a wall. And I see something. Oh, that could be the shaft to the west.
Yeah, this is the shaft that you originally went down.
Yes.
And this is definitely an opening right here.
Mm-hmm. So, if I still have moves, then I will go.
You do not, because now the spell expires.
Oh, what a pity. I was going to go into the passage. So, now you know as much as I do. I think we can go down. There doesn't seem to be any immediate danger, but that's all I can tell.
So we haven't learned any.
Real
have
fast.
we learned anything that changes what questions we want to ask?
Real fast. You've got, you have 2 levels up, and there's 4 levels down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some information that you'd be able to figure out from external investigation and this new investigation.
Right. And We've also got 3 levels that are inhabited by the lizard men.
We've also got a trident that I can talk to.
Oh, the evil trident.
Mm-hmm. It probably knows this place inside out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But
So you
I
can
would
have a conversation
still...
with that. Can you control it though?
It's not necessarily whether I can control it. Why would it give it up? I would have to barter or offer it something.
Or it might try to lead you into a trap. You can't really trust anything like that.
No, but any information is better than no information.
Yeah. I mean, unless it can control your mind, you've got nothing to lose.
My mind?
And even if it can control your mind, do you really have anything to lose?
My mind.
I mean, it's Lafdul we are talking about.
I'd like to point out that I didn't say that.
He's the one who said that I'm mean, so... so anyway, the choice is still up or down. You now definitely do not need to... I know there was some ideas about asking, are any of the lower levels flooded? Obviously, you don't need to ask that anymore.
Well, it still seems like we got the questions. We're going to ask that regardless, but it didn't seem like anything was running around necessarily down there. So,
But it might be.
I still think we should clear out the top. Yeah, I still think we should clear out the top first.
I just realized something.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Lafdul?
Why don't we ask the lizard lady? I forget her name. Antaxis? Is it Antaxis?
Axis.
What does she? Who was the most? We rescued one of the wizard people down here, didn't we?
One of them survived. Yes.
Is that person around?
He is.
Could I ask the question? When was the last time the Lizard King gave an offering? How long is until the next offering is due? If it's done by a regular interval.
That's a very good question.
It is not done on a regular interval, they will tell you.
Is it?
At least not one that they
were
not one that they were privy to.
No.
Lever would like to cast 2 spells.
Okay.
One is strength. Who wants it? Nobody. Okay, in that case.
Wait.
Solas is always up for a strength spell. It makes him feel so strong.
So who's getting it? Leva?
Well,
who's getting it?
Ockar
was
the first
speaking
one.
up.
Okay.
I think Ockar asked for it first.
Yeah, Solas was later.
1840, Ockar?
Cool.
And the second spell is Detect Scrying, which is 1d6 turns plus 1 turn per level.
Okay. Let me pull that up and take a look to see exactly what types of scrying it detects, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Because it might detect that your wizard eye was in effect, for example. And I want to know for sure whether it does that kind of thing.
It reveals the use of crystal balls or other magical scrying devices.
Isn't a wizard eye a magical scrying device?
I would generally say it probably is, and that's the thing. I mean, not that would necessarily interfere with other detection, but I want to be able to give you inaccurate information, so give me just a second. I am getting some echo of myself on someone. I'm not sure who. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, let's see. Okay, 120-foot radius. Okay, it's any attempt to observe you. Got it. Okay, that's a key.
Hmm.
Okay.
Just in case. It's like a 120-foot aura thing, almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty big area of effect. Okay, 1d6 turns. Let me make a note of this. Okay. Alright, if there is any scrying coming your way, you may learn of it.
Okay.
Alright. Any other spells that anyone else wants to cast? Or are you going to go into the questioning now?
Higgimus doesn't have any spells at this time he wishes to cast.
Alright, Lafdul, you going to cast Speak with Dead? Lafdul?
Did we lose the
He's
Lafdul?
muted. He's muted.
Oh, yeah, I
he's
was
probably
talking to myself. Thank you. Yeah, I was asking, do we want to talk to the Trident first or speak with Dead?
Talk with the what?
the Trident.
It's up to you.
Lafdul really wants to talk with Evil Trident.
I don't know. Lafdul's...
It might know things.
The problem
Is there a way you can detect a lie? If you talk to the
I
Trident?
do not have access to those spells. Solas might, but I don't know if it'd work.
Or like any sort of candles we have, or anything like that.
Actually, no, he does not have access to 4th level yet.
Okay.
Detect lie spell.
All right. In that case, it doesn't matter to me. Just pick one and go for it.
I was looking at my scrolls to see if I had anything useful. Well,
So which do you want to... I mean, you're the one casting the spell, so which one do you want to go
yeah,
first?
no, I'm looking at this, looking at the questions. I'm wondering if they're all right.
I mean, you're not limited to the number of questions when talking to the Trident, so you could always ask questions for that. That might narrow down or change what you decide to ask the spirits.
Yeah, the problem is,
It might lie.
speaking of the Trident, yeah, obviously he might lie. But also, or if we offer something that will make him speak the truth. But generally speaking, if he knows we're good people, he knows he's going to end up in the bin. So it's in his best interest to kill us. So, have we got that basket of devouring? Oh, would that work there?
So yes, you do still have that. And I'm not sure that you guys have ever taken the time to actually learn how it functions.
Now's a perfect time to figure out, put the Trident in.
Learn how the what functions.
The basket of devouring.
Oh,
That
yeah.
we've had for like as long as the
Here,
boat.
who wants to hold the basket and who wants to levitate the trident into it?
Oh, is there any way to prove to the Trident? Oh, now the thing is, this is something Lafdul would do, but I don't know how the
Or,
good aligned
wait, no,
party
the Trident-
members would feel about this.
Ald, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The trident, it's intelligent.
Yeah.
Would shoving it into a basket of devouring count as torture?
Well, again, considering that you don't know exactly how the basket of devouring works because you've never taken the time to figure that out in all the time that you've had it, you don't know.
Now I'm iffy on this because I don't know if this violates my paladin code or not.
Well, if it can talk, then it's sentient, so it would be torture, because you're effectively killing it slowly or something.
But you don't
It's
know
not
how
an
the basket
execution.
of devouring works.
It
No,
could be
but you
just
could
sending stuff to
assume
the plane.
that it would be a cruel death.
But
It's
you
just
don't know
void.
if it would be a cruel death because you don't know how it
No,
works.
but you have to play on what is the most obvious outcome.
We don't know what the most obvious outcome is.
Well,
Other than
we
that,
don't.
it kills things, and we don't know if it kills things slowly or fast, and we don't know if it'll kill
Yeah,
an
so you
intelligent
edge
No,
on
object.
the
no,
side of
actually,
caution.
you don't even know whether it kills things or not.
Or it just sends it to a different plane. We don't know if it actually destroys the things.
Like, well, again, to be clear, you've had it for a very long time, and not once has anyone said, okay, on this trip, I want to spend some days figuring out what happens when something is placed within it.
Yeah.
So, you literally do not know anything about this other than the fact that it is called a basket of devouring.
And that stuff disappears from it.
You
what
haven't
if we
even
hang on,
confirmed that. No, that's what I'm getting at. You haven't even confirmed that yet. Because
just
no
thought
one
something
has told me
really
that they're
evil.
putting things in it to test it out and find out how it works.
So Braxon might have heard of these already.
You've
probably
heard of
heard.
them, and you've heard that they make things disappear, or destroy them, or do something to them. Things placed within disappear. But you...
Then I'll
Okay,
test
hold on. You did test it by putting something in, and it did not immediately disappear. I think
Yeah.
you took it out, however.
Yeah.
Okay, I know how to test it. Somebody give me a hammer.
Why
We're
hammer?
not dealing with this right now.
Or a nail.
Lafdul,
or
just
something.
do your questions for the sword or on the trident, or deal your questions to the
Hang
thing,
on.
the corpses.
One interjection before that, then. What if we put the trident in Solas's bag of transmutation?
Why don't we just keep the trident on the ship locked up?
No, I was just thinking of a way of destroying it. It
I know
would
how we'll destroy
become
it.
disenchanted.
No. I'll tell you how we'll destroy it. We'll take it back to Brawl, take it to my church, and we'll destroy it like we destroyed other things.
Well, we could just destroy it in the furnaces with either magical fire or
Yeah.
regular fire. Anyway, that's not here and there. Let's either ask the questions or not ask the questions. Let's do that.
Taking it to a church to be destroyed will get rid of it faster.
Yeah,
And
but
I
that,
guess more humanely.
we don't
What?
need to be humane with it.
It's
It's evil.
technically intelligent.
I don't care about it. It's evil thing. Anyway, neither here or there.
Yeah.
Ask your questions.
Alright. How many corpses do we have, so to speak? We've got the Lizard King.
And you've got the priest, who is not a lizard king.
Do we know if the priest was a false follower or a true follower?
I mean, he was a priest, he had spells.
Oh.
Oh, did we get
he
did
was a
we
true
get any of the
follower.
ones that Braxon electrified? There were a few of them. There was a lady, wasn't there?
There was a 9-foot-tall female lizard king
Yeah.
there. You could ask her questions, yes.
So was there 2 lizard kings in total, 1 male and 1 female, or was it more?
There were a few others, too,
Right.
but none of
So-
them were priests.
Right.
There was the priest king, who was a lizard king. Lizard king is specifically the 9-foot-tall type.
Yeah.
And then there was this other priest who is not a lizard king. He's just a regular lizard man. But
Yeah.
being that he's a priest, he probably had more information than others.
Yeah.
Didn't the lizard folk say that it was only the Lizard King that went down?
Yes.
The Priest King.
Yes.
Alright, so
And he took sacrifices with him occasionally.
was there ever a ceremony with the priest? Could I ask the lizard folk?
Yeah,
involved
I mean,
that
he
priest.
led ceremonies regularly in the temple on the 2nd level.
Yeah.
Were those
Not what I meant,
sacrifices lizard folk or just captives?
Sometimes they were lizard folk, sometimes there were captives. Anytime they had captives that they could send down, they could take down, they would do so. But if they didn't have any, then lizard men would be sacrificed.
What's this artifact that we're looking for? What is the artifact?
It's a crystal.
Do we know what the crystal's called, or does it have any description or what? So if I'm just saying, I say we're looking for this artifact. What artifact? I mean,
yes,
I don't even know.
You did. It's called the Siri crystal.
The what?
The Siri crystal.
Siri crystal.
And it's an emerald in a mithril setting or scepter or something like that. That's what you know so far. That's what the dwarf was able to give you. But he had never actually seen it himself.
Is it Siri with an S or a C?
I'm going to have to say that you don't know. You've only heard the name.
Oh no, I'm just writing it for my notes.
Write it down however you want.
All
right. About those sacrifices, was there any sign that it was time for a sacrifice?
None that the average lizard men were aware of.
Okay.
So that might be a question I could ask the priestess when this next sacrifice due.
Or what was the sign
that
for
might be a time limit.
Not perhaps when was the next sacrifice due, but perhaps since they weren't in regular intervals. Instead ask what was the sign for time of sacrifice.
Probably depends on how much he sacrificed.
Well, we don't know that.
They will tell you that there was never more than 2 weeks that passed. So they were pretty frequent.
Alright, so finding out the true name of the messenger. So we can ask I think we are going to start with the priest. And I suppose I could ask... hang on, let me put this in a document somewhere so I don't lose this. We asked the priest, what's the name of the messenger? Messenger is pretty a known term, wouldn't it?
That's what they've referred to it as.
Yeah, the messenger is, yeah.
I mean, you could always say...
It's our best guess as well.
The messenger that you visited
Herald
down below.
the caller.
Well, no. If you use another term, then you might get some confusing. They used the term messenger. If you want to try to narrow it down so that he can't wiggle out of it, you could say the messenger that you went to down below, or that we've been told you went to down below, or something like that. Like, that's how you narrow it down, rather than use a different term than they use.
Yeah.
Sounds logical.
What's the name of the messenger that
Name of
Lizard King offers sacrifices to down below? Hang on, let me... Sacrifices.
I mean, did he offer the sacrifices to the messenger or with the messenger to the so-called god?
Well, no.
Don't overcomplicate it too much, but at the same time, think about who you're talking to and think about what they may or may not know.
He's a religious follower. He might know what the messenger is. I mean, he may not know. That's why everything refers to them as the messenger. Rather than this, why do? I can tell I'm getting frustrated with this. Even though I know it all rides on me, but it's hard for me to.
Well, there's a full party. There's a full party of other people who can make suggestions too.
Well, I think you got fine. Whatever you come up with is okay with me. I mean, if you don't get the information, that's fine. If he gives you information that's vague, that's fine. We'll just have to deal with it. If you
Yeah.
don't get it perfect, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with something.
This is just
Fully
a
agree-
chance for
agree
us
with
to
that. Yeah.
learn.
All right, then I do it on the priest first.
Okay.
The priest follower.
Okay.
So hang on, this is costing me an incense each time I'm doing this. So that's another one done. I'm gonna. Was there 3 potential people? I'm just gonna knock off 3 because it was the Lizard King, the priest, and
The concubine.
yeah.
Okay.
Then I ask if it works, if the spell takes effect, so to speak. And what's the name of the messenger the Lizard King offers sacrifices to down below called? No.
I know what you're asking. I got it.
I can't word it properly in my head for some reason.
Don't worry about it too much.
But the thing is, it matters how it's worded.
It does, but at the same time, there's a difference between you, the player, asking and you, the character, asking.
Yeah.
I know what you're asking. So do you want to do this right now? Ask that question right now, cast a spell?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm literally asking that.
Okay.
Right now.
So,
I got a turn, so
you
10 minutes.
light your incense and raise forth the spirit of This is a priest, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
it's the priest.
And you ask your question, what's the name of the messenger the Lizard King offered sacrifices to down below? And the spirit of the lizard man hisses and gives you an evil glare and then dissipates into mist and
Right, that one
vanishes.
failed. I'll do it on the concubine then.
Okay. You gonna ask the same question?
Yeah. Does the Lizard King actually have a name?
He does. The priest was
Would I-
named Dranik, and yeah, you would have
No.
gotten this.
No. The actual Lizard King. So I would.
I
be
understand.
using
I
that
understand. I was about to tell you that.
Oh.
The king is. You would be told his name was Hyask.
He ask. That's probably not how you spell it, but oh well. Alright, so yeah, I asked the concubine what's the name of messenger that he asked offers sacrifices to down below.
And her spirit vanishes after you raise it up.
Wow, this sucks being a multi-class.
I mean, it's just a saving throw versus spell for them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm always going to be lower level than any adventure you throw us on. Which is unfortunate, but I guess that's how it goes. Alright, I guess it's the Lizard King at this point.
Okay. This is one of the other reasons why you shouldn't dwell too much on the questions, because they may make their saving throw. Okay, so you bring forth the spirit of the Lizard King, who gives you an evil glare, and you ask him what's the name of the messenger that he offered sacrifices to down below.
Yeah.
And he,
What's the true name? I would state.
Okay.
Very specifically, the true name.
He
So you can't lie, can't make it up.
looks at you with an evil look and hisses out, "I was not privileged to know the name of the messenger of the god."
So it works, and he just doesn't even know himself. All right. Then I ask him, do you know where the Siri crystal is? It is an emerald within a mithril setting of scepter. It's an artifact.
I know nothing of what you speak.
Alright, there's that question killed down. How do we best fight what might
Okay,
oppose
hold on,
us
hold on.
downstairs?
Hold on.
Right.
You did have a magic item, a wand that you had that you didn't have the command word for.
He says, "Oh,
That you got from his corpse.
oh."
So, I mean, if you don't want to ask that,
Yeah, all
that's
right.
fine.
No, I'll
I
ask
just-
the command word for the. What's the command word for the? Was it a wand or a scepter?
Yeah, it's a wand. You can
And
hold
what-
it up.
The
What is-
wands that
What's
you
power it has?
that you have.
Okay. He says the word Skelis, and then his spirit vanishes.
Yeah. Oh, command word. That's about it. A waste. Well, maybe not. That's research saved. That's weeks of research.
You could have asked at the same time with the command word about the powers, but
That would be more than one question.
You could always
Okay.
ask these questions. You're a priest. Cleric.
you have better option for succeeding in them.
You could ask one of the other dead lizards. Is there any other corpses? You could ask him, what does the Lizard Kings or Hisaks want to do?
Did you not
we're
identify?
pretty sure it makes bone balls. Yeah, we got a thing here. Creates bone shards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
Moderate
thing.
number of charges.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Sounds terrible.
Did you then want to interrogate the trident?
Yeah. I want to, but the problem is I'm not too sure what to ask, so to speak. I mean, I had the idea, but
Yeah, but at the same time, you're not limited in number of questions here.
yeah.
So, like with a speak with dead, you got to be pretty.
All right, no, this will be an open thing. The whole party will be here, and I will just basically be a translator for everyone.
Okay.
And people can ask questions. I can translate it as well.
What's
So,
the duration for
it's like
tongues?
an hour. Bear with me. I did have it up. It is. Where is it? I had it here a second. Oh, there we go. 1 turn, 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, so you've got 10 minutes of conversation time with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you bring it forth and cast tongues, and instantly you can understand what it is saying. It has been speaking when you brought it forth to talk to it as you were casting the spell, and as soon as your spell takes effect, you hear, "Why have you taken me from my master? I need to be used. Return me to my master. What have you done with him?"
What was your master's name?
No, we know Hisak's his name.
Hyask. Return me to Hyask.
Hask has
Or do you wish to be my new master? I'm sure a scaled form would suit you well.
I'm not sure if you're insulting me there.
Would suit you much
no.
better than that soft, physically weak, fleshy thing that you call a body.
Well, maybe I should offer you up to the messenger down below or something,
The messenger is a messenger of the god, of the Emperor Lizard. He would not take me.
Why not? He likes his offerings.
I did not serve the Emperor Lizard properly in life. That is why I'm in this form. Until I've done so, I cannot return to him.
Ockar's just watching.
No, I'm
and
translating
listens
words
intently
to words. He can.
and listening to the translations.
Yeah.
He's keeping an eye on the trident.
What if we were to somehow free for your service.
My service is not yet complete.
What if
The
you
Lord
were
will
freed
take me
from
when
it?
when my service is complete and I have atoned for what I've done.
You believe
Okay.
you've done something wrong?
I failed him. I will not fail him again.
Yeah, we should do something about this.
Oh,
Ask him
what
who
if...
the messenger is.
Yeah, I asked that.
What
I
the
guess.
messenger is?
Yeah.
The messenger
kind of-
is the envoy of the Emperor Lizard himself, sent to guide the true believers here in their righteous goal of domination. Domination of
Are
all
we
you
talking
weak,
about
fleshy creatures that are nowhere near as good as a proper reptilian.
Is the messenger a reptilian?
Would
Yeah.
it be a messenger of the Emperor Lizard if it were not?
Who does
don't
the messenger keep around him?
I'm literally asking these questions.
Yeah, I
when
understand.
people say,
I am not privileged to that. That is for the Emperor Lizard himself to know.
Does he not take you with him to go meet with the messenger?
He does, but I am not worthy to know be privy to all the information that is down
you
there.
hear stuff, though.
Damn it! I want to know what's down there.
It hears stuff. Would I know if memory read would work on an object?
You don't know. You've never tried it before, and you're not really sure how that would interact.
It says one creature, but if this thing is an object, becomes a creature if it becomes imbued with life. Technically, it's got a soul in it. It's a creature now. It's no longer an object.
I mean, you could try it.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Memory read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I would. This wouldn't be the next day because I only just thought of this now. This would probably be on the day we're adventuring, so I'd be down a spell.
This is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. I would
does
lose
not work.
Constitution. Oh. Do I lose Constitution? I guess I would. It's failed. Did it fail or succeed? I mean, as in, I would lose the con.
Spell creates a mental drain on the priest who temporarily loses 1d3 points of Constitution. So yeah, it's only that's guaranteed.
Oh well.
I mean, I'm fine with you casting this in the downtime.
Alright.
So no, an object that is intelligent is not a creature.
Does the weapon know what's above? The chambers above where his master was?
Ruins and vermin are up there. Nothing worth
What type of vermin?
of interest. I
Big
don't
vermin,
know.
small vermin?
Vermin left over from the time we took over this feeble place and slaughtered the dwarves that lived here.
What, no dwarven ghosts?
Higgimus's ear tufts go down when he says that.
Do you know what about the Steri crystal, an emerald in a mithril scepter?
I don't know anything about that.
It's awfully shiny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've never heard or seen such a thing.
Okay, so we asked it what if it's the messenger keeps any. Did we ask if the messenger kept anything, or would you be asked how much or how many things the messenger kept with him? People, stuff, other people.
It kept many sacrifices over the years.
Kept? Is it not used?
I mean,
Is it not?
what's the
the
distinction there?
Do the sacrifices stay around?
Do they die, assumably?
They are slain down there and left for it. Yes.
Oh.
Do those that are slain disappear?
I don't know.
Oh, do they return as the dead? Because there was a beholder we had to slay.
That
Does
was
the
a
messenger-
gift of the messenger.
The messenger keep more of
Alright,
those?
then messenger is the necromancer or
That
priest.
I don't
then.
know.
Oh god.
Yay for death magic. Oh, at least we know it's something.
Mm.
What?
What are the powers of the messenger? What domains does the messenger reside or have power over?
They're the powers of the god himself.
Is-
So you're saying that he's a cleric?
Yeah, he's either a cleric or a necromancer.
Might be an
Uh,
avatar.
No. I
Yeah.
think there'd be more of a stir if we were dealing with an avatar.
Probably.
We haven't dealt with it yet.
what powers does the what is he called, the god,
The Emperor Lizard?
the Emperor Lizard? Okay. What powers does the Emperor Lizard preside over? For instance, some gods preside over plants. What is his power or sphere of influence?
The Emperor Lizard is the emperor of all lizards, of course, all reptiles. All
Is it for
reptiles will
territory?
eventually be his. They will worship him, and should they not, they will be slain for being infidels. And your kind, unless you wish to serve him, will also be slain or enslaved.
So he's a god of tyranny.
And that's when your spell ends.
Yeah. He's a god of tyranny, so he'd have like
No.
command magic, probably.
I think it's safe to say that it's best to get this thing destroyed.
Yeah, well, it looks like that hammer of Lawdress is gonna get used a little. Maybe. I don't know. It just he says
almost
something about
like-
raising things from the dead, right?
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
gift from the messenger, so he's we also learned that he's a lizard, so he's a priest.
Mm.
So we're
Okay.
gonna have to fight undead. Well,
Or
they're
at
gonna
least
be happy.
appear as a lizard.
Okay, well, that's something.
Well, at least we just take spells that protect against undead. Generally speaking, my 10-foot protection against evil will stop any undead that use physical contact to touch us from not being able to touch us.
Yeah, I still say we go up first. I would like
Oh
it
yeah,
if
we'll
they
go up.
do
Oh.
her eyeball spell upstairs too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then we
I
have to
know-
wait until tomorrow because I only had one.
Hold on.
It's
Ockar,
okay.
yes?
I noticed that I had this blue scarab amulet. That's
Mhm.
magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I traded that wand of light for it, so I don't have the wand of light anymore. That'd be good against undead. Just making sure. I'm just keeping track of my magic items,
Okay.
which means I have that ring that turns me into a rock man, item retrieval, the scarab, and the saddle. So I'm gonna be taking that candle with me, since that's one of those things that's kind of in the same boat as a potion. It doesn't count as one of my permanent magic items.
Haven't you partially used that as well?
I have, but I'm gonna take it with me in case we run down dead.
Oh no, I wasn't saying. It's just a reminder. That was all.
Yeah, it's
remember
been
it being used
barely
at some
used,
point.
but it's been used once. And I'll take my
I
sword
get the
and
feeling.
the axe. I'm gonna be leaving my long spear on the ship because I think it's gonna be close quarters.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to test something with the short sword that makes people scared. Can I?
And
Do
by
some
axe, I
guinea
mean I'm
pigging
gonna be
with someone.
taking I'm gonna be taking the axe that caused fire to appear on everybody else but me.
Okay.
Because I want to see what it does to undead.
All right. Don't forget you have those light crossbow bolts
Magical
too that you
crossbow.
need
Yeah,
to
I'm
write
gonna
down
have the
on your character
crossbow
sheet.
strapped to my back with the bolts as a backup weapon in case we need to do ranged combat.
Yeah, but we got the magical crossbow bolts that you
Yeah,
should
I
probably
have
take
those. I
with you.
already have them listed on my sheet.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. I'm going to delete them off our sheet here.
Can I test my short sword? Because this might be really important to figure out if it works on line of sight, or if it's an aura that proceeds through walls.
How are you wanting to test it? And
I get someone on the other side of a door. I draw my sword when they cannot see me to see if it's an aura that protrudes through a door. Walls.
I'll work with this test. I'll stand on the other side of the door for you.
And if nothing happens, I'll open the door with the sword already drawn to see if it's as soon as he sees the sword, he becomes
So
scared.
yeah, I'll stand on the other side and let you do your test.
okay, so you stand on the other side of the door, Ockar, and give me a saving throw versus spell, please. Saving throw versus paralyzation, please.
That's with the door closed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it goes through walls. That's good and bad.
Wow.
Not necessarily through walls,
fail?
just through doors. Door not equals wall.
Luckily, this is just a test, so yeah.
So it's
I
not
failed.
based on line of sight, it's literally an aura, whoever's in range.
So you can't really use it close to us.
So, Ockar, it didn't make you run away, but you definitely felt afraid, and just like this shiver of fear ran down your spine and it just caused you to shake and shiver constantly until
Playing that
he
to
put it away.
Latzel's on the other side of the door, keeping the door shut because I don't want to see the sword.
Yeah, that concludes how the sword works. I sheathed the sword. I thank
Okay.
Ockar for testing.
We could also test the range of the aura.
Oh.
By the way, since you've been using it a bit more, you do realize now that it is distinctly hobgoblin in make.
No. But how would I know that's hobgoblins? I have no knowledge of hobgoblins.
I mean, hobgoblins
Honest-
hate elves, so yeah, no, you would. Plus, you've got appraisal. You can recognize pieces of jewelry based on where they're made and stuff like that.
Alright, So if I draw the sword really far away from someone, and if I walk towards them, it's whenever I come into range of them, they'll become scared.
Yeah, test the range of the aura.
Yeah, I would do that with someone else other than Ockar, so I don't want to subject poor Ockar to everything. Solas, you spoke up.
It's pretty
Well,
good. It has a pretty good area of effect. Not sure
So I go
exactly, but you'd say that it's greater than Ockar's aura of protection, your protection from evil.
Oh, like a 30-foot radius, maybe. Well, at the very least.
Until you actually use it in a combat situation, you probably won't know for sure.
Yeah, that means I'm just going to have to fight. Well, rogues generally go away from the party and he backstab mages at the back. In ideal situations.
Have you ever gotten a successful backstab?
Once, maybe. I'm also a priest.
He also
It's
hasn't
a little-
tried very often. Backstabbing
Yeah.
in second
Yeah.
edition is pretty hard to do. Because your opponent needs to be unaware of you. Alright,
It's them for combat generally.
so did you guys want to wait another day and have Leva cast her Wizard Eye up, or did you just want to go up?
I think
Lever
it might
wants
be.
to-
Yeah, I think we should probably wait a day just to kind of get like a reconnaissance thing. Maybe we can find out which way to go.
Mhm.
Uh,
Well,
Lever
we
would
have
like
to-
to have the Lever would like to take the wand, by the way. which is still in the common goods.
The bone
I have
one.
no problem with
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, also,
Like
I think
Mhm.
if I could have the casters be prepared for the spells they would like, because I think after we get done with the reconnaissance, we should start working on the upper level.
Are we going to rest after we go from the top level, I assume? We're not doing this all in one go.
The top level, you will rest before we go down to the bottom level. Yes, of course.
Alright, no, that's fine. I'll just take
Yeah,
general
I already
protection
have spells that I was planning on taking it to the top level.
Okay.
But Leva, you had something you were saying.
I was going to ask you whether you want the wand as well.
I have already few ones, so you can take it.
It's
Okay.
a replacement for your magic missile wand, I think.
Yeah, something like that. If we are dealing with undead, the thought is that
Depends.
this might actually work, because this is from a fibula, big bone. Can I use that to replace my own? No, forget about it.
Wow.
It's
If you were
not.
an
It's
X-Man,
been
you might think
polished and it has a let's see. It is tipped with a pure white sphere of quartz.
Yes, what it says here, it's made of a human fibula, polished and smoothed and banded with silver.
Yeah.
The wand is tipped with a pure white sphere of quartz, create bone shards, moderate number of charges, and
If-
skellies.
If
That's
you
one
were
of your
if
arm
you were
bones, right?
if you were a similar kind of existence as the nameless one, then there might be some case. But
I'm sorry. What?
if
What?
if Leva was the similar kind of existence as the nameless one,
Oh, from
I don't-
Planescape Torment.
yeah,
Oh,
Oh, right. It's been a while since I played that, so.
A fibula, that's a arm bone?
leg bone.
Oh, leg
Small shin bone. Not
Yeah.
the shin, but the bone next to the shin.
bone.
there's actually a picture on. If it hasn't been deleted, I should put the picture in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, so Leva, you are. The idea is now you've rested, so you've got all your other spells back, and you're going to cast this, and then once you're done reconnaissance, going up.
Yes, I also cast strength and scrying, the same as
I think we're
yesterday.
going on the same
I'm
strength.
gonna say that those two spells you cast, like the ones that you cast earlier, I'm just gonna push to today and kind of thing,
All right.
rather than have those roll again for them, since they effectively didn't do anything before.
You shouldn't forget the level variation.
Well, no, what I mean is that I'm using those rolls from before
Okay.
and saying you didn't
Okay.
cast them then, you cast them now.
Okay, you are strong in that case.
Yeah. You're casting strength again?
Yes.
It's the
Like
same.
Old just said here, we're gonna have the same as. Well, actually, take the spells from yesterday to today.
Okay, good. So I have the 1840. Good.
Okay, Leva, you should see this now. Are you on
I
the?
see black.
It's
Hold on.
been another 2
Oh,
days.
right. No,
Sorry.
I didn't click a thing.
Ah, that's better.
How many
What's
days has
that
it
green
passed?
stuff? One.
One more day has passed.
Just so we could get our spells back. What's that? Is there greenery, shrubs?
Those are the stones. That's to indicate that those are the stones of the stairs themselves, rather than walls.
Right. Just to be clear, did I send the wizard eye up one of these staircases?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one did I send it up on? Left or right?
There was only one. The
Oh,
other one goes down.
okay. Right. I'm standing in front of in front of something that could be a big room. I'd like to get a little bit forward.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crossing.
And these, that's the ruins of another stair going up.
Oh, so I'm looking at the ruins of stairs going up, and that's at the north, and I see a still functioning corridor going from east to west. But I'm only seeing 10 feet each way because there's no additional light. I see a door to my west, to the west. So what was that? That was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Real fast, there is a little bit more information about that door. Give me a second to get to the right information.
It is a single door, so not a double one.
Yeah, that door, it's much more ornate than the other one. And above the door is a symbol of a it looks like a hammer and an anvil, but it's been like smashed or chipped away, and you can see that there was something, like there's some hooks above it so that something could have been placed over it, but you can't see. There's nothing there now.
Is
Okay.
Roger with us? Because she might know.
She would tell you that that sounds like it was a symbol of Moradin.
Oh.
Okay. So I go further to the west. That was one stop. I'm past the door now. To my south is just a simple wall. I seem to be just in front of a corridor going north-south, or corner that goes north. Let me go forward a little bit. Yes. I now see a door to my south, so more like southeast. Because I can only see 10 feet, so that door appeared to the south as I walked past. Sorry, as the eye went past. It looks north. It's a corner. There's only a way to the north now, and it looks at the door to the north, going west. Is there anything special about that door?
No, the other doors do appear that they're rotting slightly and maybe have swollen in their frames, so they'd be maybe tough to open or something like that.
I passed that on to the others.
So we should bring a crowbar, got it.
Do I see any holes in the wall to that room that's behind the ornate door?
No, the walls seem intact.
What a pity. Let me see. Do I need to go in the rounds, or can I just move?
Yeah, you need to go in rounds. That was you still have some more that you can move in this round.
I think that's about it. Like this.
Okay.
I'm going up to the north. I'm opposite the door to the west. I'm going further north. That was 2, and oops. That is 30, as I can see. Well, no, 25, but still. So I'm now at another corner. The corridor now turns to the west, and I've just at the corner I passed a door that's pointing east. West. It seems to be a corner room.
Okay.
To my right, to the east and to the north, after the corner, there's only wall. So either that room behind the ornate door is very big, or there's really just wall on that side. So 1, 2. So I'm 30 feet further on, and let me see. As far as I can tell, the corridor comes to an end. Seems to be a dead end, and there's a door to my north. So when you look, when you try to envisage what the way that the eye just took, it's sort of like a figure S. No, a 2. Let's take it 2. It goes east, then down, and then east again.
Okay.
Silly. Oh, never mind.
Go
I'm
ahead.
guessing you can't go through the doors.
No, that's why I asked for holes in the wall. It needs to be about as big as a mouse hole.
1 inch in diameter.
Yeah.
You might be able to squeeze under the doors. They
Under
are
this one?
Yeah. Well, and not the one, the more ornate door, but these other doors, they are rotting a bit, so you might be able to squeeze under them.
All right. I sent the eye under the door to my north. That would be. I can't get there.
Yeah.
It's a black powder. Thank you.
We'll drag you through.
So I went through that door, under the door, and I'm looking at the small corridor.
It's not a corridor, it's a room. Let me give you a description of that, since
okay,
that will probably matter. So this appears that it was once a sitting room. The furniture looks like it was once well made, nice, and but it is rotted and collapsed in a lot of places. And you do see the remains of a dwarf. It's basically just skeletal remains and rotting cloth on the floor.
I
ask Lever how long does it take if you're examining someone? You use a round, don't you?
What do you want me to do?
See how it died, if you were to guess.
I don't think. Let me have a quick look. I looked at another spell before. It says that the wizard eye can only examine walls and ceilings and stuff, but not actually look at people.
No, I mean it can look.
You can look at a corpse. You can see if there's obviously its head got crushed or something.
I will say that you do not see any obvious signs of cause of death. No obvious blunt trauma kind of thing, skull crushed, that sort of thing. However, it is skeletal remains, essentially.
Are the bones picked clean? Does it look like they were scratched or gnawed upon? I suppose that might take a long time to figure that out.
That's something that the wizard eye probably cannot tell.
All right.
There's a door to my north. Can the eye get under that door as well?
It looks like you could. However, as you're about to get to it, the spell ends very early.
Okay, what a pity.
Right.
So we more or less can see, but how would we get one floor further up?
Let me drag the token back.
Mm-hmm.
So you came up these stairs,
Mm-hmm.
or the wreckage of these stairs, and there's wreckage of stairs up here going up.
Yes.
So that's on this floor. That's how you would.
Yeah. Okay.
Go
so
up to
we
the
scrabble.
fifth floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me go ahead and drag you guys back to the third level.
Levy's echoing. I was looking to see who was doing
Sorry.
it.
Yes, it's me.
So don't forget that there is also another pair of stairs going up on the other side of the big throne room.
All right. So, Leva, you didn't see critters up there, right?
No, only the dead dwarf.
Oh, there's a dead dwarf up there.
Give me an intelligence check, Leva.
Ooh.
You would say that there's a pretty good chance that the underside of the door that you went under was gnawed by some kind of creatures at some point.
Okay,
great.
there you go. But
So
I didn't
smaller
see
than-
that creature.
No, you did not see any creatures.
Alright. To do that, it would have been a little creature, right? Supposedly.
Actually,
Well,
I
rats,
could-
for example, can get through some extremely narrow spaces.
I'd like to send Tayan ahead to see whether he can smell anything.
You'll have to wait until you actually get up there because,
Oh, okay.
you have to climb up the stairs.
All right.
Up
Right.
the ruins.
Just in case there's magical critters up there, I'm gonna take that magical hammer, or not hammer, mace with us.
Okay.
That we got recently.
Oh, against magical creatures.
Yeah, just in case there's magical.
That's a good way to figure. Wasn't there a shield, a small shield? Yeah, I need to figure out what my buckler does actually.
So
That seemed to be quite useful against traps.
real fast. I'm just gonna move you guys for a second. So this is the stairs that are intact coming up from the second level. Anytime you see a stair icon like this, the lowest part is going to be the narrow part on this kind of stair, these lines. So you can always tell, like, if stairs are going down from where you are, the broad part will be right here, kind of thing, facing you at
Right.
the opening.
So those stairs go down away from us.
Right. So if this image was reversed and the narrow part were here, then you would know that they go
Yeah.
up. Because the broad part is always the higher level. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
makes sense.
All right.
Oh.
So
But if anyone
these-
gets confused, they could just ask.
yes, they can.
Odd.
Hold on, real fast. This wreckage, stair wreckage, goes down.
Yeah.
Going around the this bit here, down here, and then over here. These stairs went up. They have fallen apart. So that's one way up. Then I do not need Varadra. Let me just move her there.
So that staircase that goes up in front of us.
Yeah.
If we look up above the rubble,
Mhm.
Is it blocked all the way there, or would it be that there's a load of rubble that you have to climb over and you can get to a floor at the top?
You would either need help, like boosted up, or a ladder or rope or something like that to get up to the next level.
But it's not blocked all the way to the ceiling.
No.
And what's the ceiling like? Because obviously something's collapsed. Is the ceiling look unstable?
No, it's the stairs that have collapsed.
Ah, right. So there wouldn't be a load of stuff falling on us. It'd just be that as you tried to climb up, the rubble would fall down.
Yeah.
So is that staircase sitting on top of a staircase on the level below? Would it be likely that we'd fall through the floor?
No,
Or
it
it's
seems
just
like that.
literally...
It seems like it's pretty sturdy there.
Right.
They have not collapsed down to the level below.
Right. So there's something holding it, but it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess that once we've cleared upstairs and there's no risk the lizard men could pull out all this rubble and try and build a new staircase or something.
They'll do that in their own time, but it's
Yeah,
not
they'll
something
do that
to be
in their
done,
own
I'm
time.
sure.
That's not our concern. Let's
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
work our way up.
Hold
Okay.
on. So coming through the throne room,
Uh-huh.
I'm going north now.
Yeah.
You might want to scroll with me.
Yeah.
So in the throne room, there's these doors at the back.
Uh-huh.
Going through.
Oh, yeah, another 2 staircases.
Yeah, they both go up on opposite sides. So the choice is, Leva went up the ones down to the south with her wizard eye. She did not send a wizard eye up these.
Right. So we either go up the one the wizard eye went up, and we know roughly what we're getting into, or we go up this one and we learn about the other end, and we know that other end's safer. Do any of these staircases look easier for us to get up and down?
Not really. All of them you'd need some sort of either someone boosting you up a ladder or getting a rope up there and then climbing up it.
How hard is it for me to climb up?
Well,
it would be really easy for you to climb up because of the rubble.
Yeah, and I know we could use Braxon's stick to get up.
Did those lizard folk who went up basically by those suicidal dares use a specific staircase up, or did they use any of the 3?
Most of them actually used these back here.
Like gauntlet.
And they did it in such a way because obviously they'd have to go through the throne room, so it was always kind of like at night. A few went up the other way.
Oh,
but
I have what
most
might be a
of them
silly question.
were going up this way.
I have what might be a silly question.
Okay.
If we were to get someone to hold Braxon's stick of many buttons, and we sent it up in the middle, and we got someone to hold on to it, would Braxon be able to climb up the stick and see down both corridors above the staircase?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
What I'm getting at is up here is one floor up, and up here is one floor up.
Yeah.
So do we have a ceiling here?
Yeah.
That is on our level?
Yeah.
Or is it a double height room?
It's not a double height room.
Right, okay, fair enough.
You'd have to do it from an angle, if anything.
Yeah, no, I just thought we might be able to go up the middle without being accessible to enemies.
Yeah, if it was a spiral staircase.
Leva would like to suggest that we go up the other way because of the ornate door that she had to pass, that the eye had to pass, because if any critters are up there, they're probably most likely behind a well-kept door rather than a door that's about to fall apart.
I also suggest that way because that's the way we kind of scouted a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It'd be a waste. It'd be a waste.
Solas is of the opinion of we going up at first up that way, but we explore it so well that we know if that way connects to those other two, and if not, then explore those other two later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. We can always come back down and go up the other ones.
Leva would also like to suggest that we keep together and not everybody goes their own way when we arrive at the top.
Yeah.
Might that be an idea?
Lafdul loves going on his own. What are you on about? Lafdul...
Well, feel free. Just a suggestion on Leva's part.
All right, so
suddenly not caring for Lafdul? You're
She's
so
checking up
benevolent.
She's checking her fireball spell. It's
are
there.
we going to have any specific person on point who chooses a route? Like if we were using Lafdul for sneaking around, do we get Lafdul to choose a route and we all have to follow him?
I would say we followed the eye. Where the eye went, for the moment at least.
Well, that makes sense.
This isn't really... We're expecting to fight vermin up here, if anything. Creatures, natural things, not necessarily humanoids.
It's something...
We don't have to surprise them.
I don't expect anything because there's this ornate door, and behind this ornate door there might be
in general.
anything.
It's something dangerous enough to kill lizard men.
Mm-hmm.
But it might not be on this level.
Prepared.
Do remember that thing that kills lizard men up there can also be environmental hazards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I was
true.
thinking of. What?
Yeah. Well, let's take it
I
nice and
do-
slowly then.
I do have one casting of fine traps available, but not perhaps for the immediate area.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it once we have explored a bit more, because I think most of the traps on the immediate area of the stairs
It's
would
going
have...
to be in lock boxes, if anything, or
Yeah.
a magically, surprisingly good condition door.
Old question.
Right.
Yes, Leva.
Leo hasn't seen anything with her detect scrying thing.
She has not detected anything scrying her. No.
Okay.
You were going to ask Viradra to come along, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's itching to kill some undead.
So Higgimus and Braxon have continual light items: the continual light stone and the lantern. Were either of you going to be prepared to use them?
Yeah, Higgimus will.
Okay. Braxon, you do have the lantern, but you also have the ion stone that gives you infravision.
Yeah, Braxon will. If Higgimus is going to use his stone, which will give our position away, Braxon
Can
can
Ockar
use his
borrow-
stone.
Hold on. Braxon, continue.
If Higgimus is going to use his stone, it's going to give our position away anyway. I think Ockar was saying, can he borrow
Right.
Braxon's lantern?
Finish what you were saying.
Yeah.
You were
Well, I
gonna
was going to
that...
say there's no advantage to Braxon not using his light if our position is going to be given away anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, Braxon will lend his lantern to Ockar and use his iron stone. Well, he's going to use both of them.
I'll borrow the lantern.
Okay. Keep in
Yeah,
mind that for Higgimus and Ockar, that means you're not using your shields.
Can't I like clip it
No.
on?
No.
What about Solas?
Solas can
both
use
his
his. I can use my continual light stone, since I basically am not planning on fighting in melee.
I'm just taking one-handed weaponry with me anyway, so if I need a shield, I'll just place the lantern on the floor.
All right. What about Leva? Does she use a shield?
No.
What's that?
Spellcasters generally need both hands sometimes.
Braxon, what's that? What are you talking about?
The lantern.
They're talking about the lantern. What Braxon
Can you
was
hold
thinking.
it?
Braxon was thinking about taking the big electrocuting fork.
Mm-hmm.
I need a proper name for this.
It's got a
Not
name.
It's got a
Yeah,
name.
it's got an official D&D name. I need a fun
No,
name.
It has a name that I gave it, not an official D&D name.
Ah, right, yeah.
It has a name like
Glitter
Glitter
Time.
kills.
yeah, that's
Sorry, yeah,
the weapon's
Braxon
name.
will have to call it Glitter Time.
Call it Joe.
Oh god.
So
I was gonna
okay,
call-
all
I was gonna
right.
call it
Getting
the
back
Thunderbringer.
to the point of the lantern.
Yeah. Can Braxon tie the lantern to his waist if he ever wants to?
Not really.
Okay. So, does anyone want Braxon's lantern?
I'll
I
take
already
the
have
lantern, and I'm gonna take the shield with me, but have it so that if we're in a big battle, I'll just put the lantern down and take out my shield.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
for normal battles, I'm just gonna use one-handed weapons like my longsword or the axe.
All right. Keep in
Okay.
mind that would be a round to put down the lantern and get out your shield.
I mean,
I know
I mean,
that.
okay.
I'm taking that into account.
Okay.
Hold up.
Oh.
Okay, so who's using the? If both Ockar and Solas is going to be using some sort of light source, then Higgimus won't need to.
Okay. So Ockar and Solas will have the lights.
yeah, I will have a light source, since not everyone in our party can see in dark.
Okay.
And I'll be carrying the lantern so I can see in the dark
And
at all.
and since I'm not going to melee fight, I don't need both hands free.
There's a spell that allows you can cast, or wizards can cast infravision on
Oh,
people.
right. Also,
I know, but I don't have that spell.
Since I'm not bringing the long spear with me, I am putting the ring that's on it on my longsword.
Okay.
So I can call that back to me in case I drop it.
Okay, so when we'll come back in about 10 minutes from our break as the party ascends up. Let me get one last question. How exactly are you guys going to go up?
I was thinking we would use the stick and many buttons to create a ladder to climb up the rubble.
I could just climb up and drop a rope down.
Yeah, Braxon would suggest putting the stick of many buttons there. Does it
Also,
make
I
a lot of
would.
noise?
Climb
You
up
said
and
it
then
makes some
have a
noise.
rope down,
Well,
make it
the
easier.
noise was extending it down. If it hit the floor at the bottom of the shaft, that would be
Right.
metal on stone. You can definitely extend it just long enough to get the ladder and then lean it up reasonably quietly.
Well, then Braxton will make a staircase, and he'll either get someone else to hold it and he'll run up, or he'll hold it and everyone else can run up, depending on where we want Braxton in the line of march.
It locks in place pretty easily. It's got a hook at the top.
Braxton says to Higgimus, should we have fighters first to the first section?
Solas will at this point mention that at least one fighter should probably be at the back to protect the flank.
I'll be near the front since I have one of the
I'll
light
be
sources.
at the back. Generally, I can hold my own in the fight.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Lafdul at the back makes sense because he can heal us.
me, Leva, and Firadra would be in the middle.
Okay. All right, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes as the party ascends up to the 4th level and gets to see what is up there.
Sounds good.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone.